Welcome back to the channel, guys. So tonight we're going to do the Gauntlet playthrough that I had mentioned in the past couple of videos that we would do. Before filming this video, I went and I watched Wubby Gaming did a playthrough. He has a YouTube channel. You can find it by just searching Wubby Gaming, or you can check the link in the description. But his playthrough should help a lot. It looks near impossible for me to beat free-to-play, though. I'm not even going to lie, guys. 54 has a 24k speed Froma and a 23k speed Quack. And if I sacrifice my bomb on that node, I won't have an answer to Day with possession immunity behind him in the next node after it. So, yeah, I don't really have a plan, but I figure first we got to get that far for it to even matter. So there's no sense in even trying to worry about it yet. So let's jump in and see how far we can get. I will try to step you through everything that I've been learning along the way. I've been participating more in Skill to Kills Discord, Gauntlet chat, and aside from arguing people in there, I have learned a lot. Pyro just the other day had given me information when speaking in that chat that I wasn't aware of, which is kind of obvious information, but I still wasn't aware of it. And that information is every single node, there's always an attacker at the bottom, a denier in the front, and either a tank or support up top. It's never any different than that. So it's not possible for you to get certain nodes. Like an example would be you cannot get a Froma and Day on the same node, because Froma's a support and Day's a tank, which means they both take the top spot. So you're only going to get one or the other, which means the worst combinations that you can imagine are imaginable because they're going to follow that same setup. And then another thing is just yesterday, Demo posted a video, which is another person who has a YouTube channel that does Gauntlet content. I'll leave that link in the description as well. And they showed a video of basically just switching up your move order when the deniers are faster. Meaning, like if you're using Kodama and Tabora, being able to lead with Curse off of Tabora and then Poison off of Kodama is sometimes a lot better than Trait Disable into something with Kodama because of the denier being so fast. That not the first turn, like you'll get your first turn and then they'll go, but after your first turn they might go twice. And you might not get another turn with your Tabora to do a second thing. So if you could have already had a curse on them, it can be the difference between that denier getting a hit against your team and that denier just perishing to torture. So without running my mouth anymore, let's at least start moving the monsters while running our mouth. So to start out, I always use my main team, and my total Gauntlet team consists of 5 monsters. Those 5 monsters being this 3 plus Lindworm and Blackfeather. I always change my Bombetta's skills so that if he's possessed, he cannot do anything to help the enemy. Like the Warming Light would help the enemy by removing all my tortures, so I take it off. And then this move is because I have to run at least one other move, so that way if we punch ourselves, it's light on light and it doesn't take much damage. And then Kodama, I make sure that I have none of the PvP moves that I normally use to word the same way. I do actually have a reason for why we run the Mutated Life on Kodama. For the same way we rune heal Bombetta, taking that life mutant off of Kodama, if Kodama's been hit in a fight, like say they kill my bomb and then like they're poisoned and they're noxious demons and they're amber dusted and then they hit my whole team with an AoE, that's most likely not going to kill anybody on my team because of how reduced the monster was, but what it will do is potentially take my Kodama's HP so low that his amulet won't trigger. If that happens, in the most cases, I can just change that mutant rune back to a regular speed rune and it will raise my Kodama's HP so that his amulet will trigger again. So that's what it's there for. If I had more, I'd add more, meaning if I had 2 life mutants, he'd wear 2 life mutants for that same reason. And now it is gold fever, so if it's possible for me to activate my Rune Guardian, I will, but I can't guarantee. Okay, it is possible, so we may be activating that tonight. If I'm not so broke that I can't activate it. I spend a lot of gold moving my relics around, guys. Being free to play, I try to work with everything, and one of those everythings is using the monsters that are not my main team to soak the stamina from the enemy. I don't actually care about outspeeding anyone here. They can hit my Bombetta. They're not going to do enough to my Bombetta. A lot of people ask me, like, why do you play at turtle speed? I play at turtle speed because I realize that this dungeon is the highlight of my day, meaning when it's over, my day is basically over. PvP has been killed by Social Point. There's absolutely no reason to PvP other than to get a free level 10 rune, and that requires almost no effort at all. So I play on turtle speed for that reason, so that I got plenty of time to think, plenty of time not to make mistakes. But the other reason why I play at turtle speed is so just in case it becomes time to bait one of them, I want to be able to hit the X button to exit the screen after entering with a bait monster, and if it's on a faster speed, I may not get the chance to do that. So being on a slow speed means I got plenty of time to start the fight, exit the fight with relic triggers, whereas I used to tell myself, oh, I'll just remember to slow it down when I get that far, and I end up forgetting, and then it costs me, so I'd rather not get cost. I see a lot of people, trying to, expect some sort of like extra dignity or something from saying like, oh, I beat it in 20 minutes and all I only use one team, or all I don't use baits, or you know what, good for you. I'm trying to maximize efficiency. I can care less about, how big my dick is, okay? That has nothing to do with beating this gauntlet to me. Beating this gauntlet to me is about getting Stardust every single day. If I gotta do that in a weird way, like sending in level 100s to drain stamina, you can bet I'm gonna do it that way. That's all I got to say about that. My moves are not set up right on Tabora, and we have a Uriel's Essence on her. So I need to switch that around since I'm not even using the Uriel team. Moonhaze is not going to live though, so none of this matters. It'll all fix itself by the next node. As long as we don't get alted, of course. Using this Kodama team, that is always a high probability that you can get alted. I've learned that you have an even higher probability of getting alted. The most way to get alted, like if you're trying to get alted, the number one thing to do is just CDA them with stamina, without stamina left. Meaning if they don't have any stamina and you CDA them, there's no other way to ask them to ult you. Like, not having stamina is one thing, but not having stamina, not having moves is almost like a guaranteed ult. So I try to stay away from doing the CDA, but some nodes you don't have a choice. Some nodes you absolutely have to alt the enemy. There's just no way around it. Alright, so I need to fix my Tabora Zora. I need to fix my Tabora's Uriel Essence, and I need to change Tabora's moves. We need our Amber Dust back. And the reason why it was taken off was for wars. Which my monster, these I think they are on my war team, so. And I'm leaving this Uriel Essence level 1 because I change it out. So changing it out costs gold, leveling it up would make it cost more gold. My bomb got hurt just a little bit, so I'm going to take one of these runes off, and then I'm going to put it back on. What that does is it heals my Bombetta back to full health. As long as you don't let him get underneath maximum HP without the runes on, meaning I think he's at like 148 or something like that, so as long as I don't let his life get below 150, basically the rune heal will always work. And when I add a second Morg's armor and I level them up, he will be able to take even more damage. When I rank my bomb, he will be able to take more damage. So considering we get all this Stardust, people always ask me, what am I going to do with it? Well, what I'm going to do with it is keep upgrading my Gauntlet team, which is 5 monsters, and I'm going to work on book rewards. That's all there is to do with it, in my opinion. And then eventually, if PvP ever takes back off, I would focus on making a PvP team to get me farther in PvP. But as is, it's basically the same playthrough. I lead with Poison instead of Noxious Demons because I want them to die as soon as possible. That's pretty much always the goal with me. I know that it's basically you would wish you had Noxious Demons first if they ult you because there's a chance they could miss because of the days. But to me, ults are bad either way, so I just go with it like this. Dr. Watts, I always do the other way around. I'll even lead with Amber Dust versus Dr. Watts. This little blue guy here, he does have a 0 cooldown move, but it's not really relevant in these earlier nodes. Basically, I don't have any trouble other than getting ulted until they get really fast. Meaning free-to-play, I've noticed that the biggest concern to you if you're free-to-play is how fast are these guys? How fast is the enemy? That's the one thing that matters more than anything, is how fast the enemy is. So it's potential that we could get hit here. No, okay. I just couldn't tell because the Cawthor lived, so I thought maybe the other guy could live. I could use a move there to heal Bombetta, but I'd rather just keep maximum stamina and use the runes to heal Bombetta. Then there's Illume nodes that are coming up. They're kind of awkward because Illume can theoretically KO your team if he has like Mega Taunt with him, and how he can do that is by purring away your Mega Taunt, then blinding your whole entire team, and then if you were to use your Tabora to remove his blind, then you won't have an answer to the Mega Taunt. So those are of a high concern. A lot of times I usually bait them, but I might need to save my bait monsters for as late as I can, so I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I shouldn't worry about a node that we're not at yet. But again, no one's hitting anywhere close to Bomb's HP, so we just keep going with the same old, same old. And then tortures do still matter based off elemental resistances, meaning if you use poison on a nature monster, it will only remove half as much life percentage each go. Same with like quicksand versus an earth, or curse versus a magic, like how we're about to curse this Rara. Well, that curse only, how it says it removes 10, that means it actually removes 5 because of it being weak versus magic. And that is important to know because it can cost you later on when you think something's going to die and it doesn't, and then it KOs your team. And again, I don't prioritize healing Bombetta. I'm not interested in it. I'd rather put up an extra torture with him when he gets his turn, just because you can rune heal it back. You can only rune heal though if you're using life runes. If you're running a team speed Bombetta, you can't rune heal him because you can't reduce his health to make it to trick the game into thinking that it's full. I'm pretty sure he dies, and if not, this should definitely seal the deal. Now Van Daken does possession, but we've already changed Bombetta's moves so that possession does not affect him the way it would had we not changed his moves. Like if he has the ability to AoE, Nur, and regen, that could technically get cast on the enemy and remove away all the tortures, and then they could end up beating you. Uh, I I pretty much always lead with trait disable, but again, when it starts to matter is when the monsters are so fast that they're going to take 2 turns before your Tabora gets its turn back. So basically, anytime the monster's speed is close to twice as fast as your speed. I used to wear an armor that would trigger to eat the nightmares, but I don't wear it anymore. We have a Nabutos, which only triggers when we get hit, so it has its pros and cons to wearing a Nabutos, but one day it'll be a Morgs. That's all you can really do is upgrade your Gauntlet team like one piece, one rank, one rune at a time. As long as you're making progress, and then every monster that you unlock, just try to find a way to help make you more progress in this dungeon. That would be my opinion on how to grow your account. There's no more rewarding aspect of the game right now than this gauntlet. Being able to complete this gauntlet every day is 480 Stardust. I myself don't complete it every day, but I can imagine the time in which I do. I'm going to go ahead and CDA just in case. I don't think Erder is going to get a turn, but assuming that he did, I'd prefer he just charge with it. As you can see, Bomb was at 340k health. And then, as long as you reduce his HP below 340k, which we've reduced it to 146 right there, the game will then remember that he has 100% HP, and then you change his runes back to increase that HP, and the game still thinks he has 100 HP, or 100% HP. Alright, so since this is not a Daedalus node, I don't have to worry about a loom per extra turn, because if a loom does per extra turn, I can lure it away with Tabora. So let's just roll with it. I'm thinking that it won't do the per extra turn because it knows that I can lure it away. Whereas, like, I've only ever had it do it one time to me, and it was on node 41, but just because it's only happened once doesn't mean I want to risk it, especially not on a node 41 or a 45. Later on it's okay because you're just losing one team, and then you can try to bait and get farther in the dungeon, but still. I don't like rolling dice if I don't have to. And we're really going to need this bomb for node 54 because I have no idea how we get past 54 without bomb beta. Like I mentioned before, technically I could CDA them. Illum's gonna die though, and I don't want to risk these two guys that have no stamina then being CDA'd and then alting me. Meaning, being that they're not CDA'd, they're just out of stamina, I feel like they have a way less chance of alting than they do if they're CDA'd and out of stamina. He still has his Mega Taunt. just to seal the deal on this guy. I don't want him to ult me, but I also don't want him to get a normal turn, so okay. I wasn't sure without using a calculator, being that he's earth, or actually I think he's light, so I don't think any of that mattered. Alright, so we're just gonna heal bomb real quick. Double, triple check the speeds, whatever you gotta do so you don't misplay and make mistakes. Thankfully, we did not get ulted by any of them. He will get an extra turn, but considering that he wasn't able to do half my bomb's life with his first turn before he was dazed, poisoned, I don't think he's going to do anything with it his second turn. And bomb likes to punch him in the face just cause. I'm going to go ahead and CDA them just in case they do get a turn. Not actually sure that they will. Oh, see, he did. That's why I'm glad I CDA'd him. He's definitely dead now, though. Alright, so Odana nodes, they are baitable, but you need to bait 560 stamina instead of just 280 if you're going to bait an Odana node. So first step, heal bomb. Double, triple check. So we're going to get our first Nabuto's Relic trigger. Go ahead and remove the evade plus the extra stamina. Let's see, he's pretty fast. He probably will get the second turn. I'm going to lead with Noxious first this time. Just because my bomb's in a little rougher shape. Let's go ahead and curse. Poison. And we'll just punch him like we did last time with bomb. And stamina drain relics will hit through evade, so if for whatever reason you can't get the evade off and you can only get the... Well, I guess it wouldn't matter. If you can't get the evade off, you can't get the stamina boost off, so you're probably in pretty big trouble, period. I'm going to go ahead and CDA them. Just in case. I don't think they'll get their turn, but just in case. Alright, so this is one of those Illume nodes where per extra turn would beat me. It would beat my team. The reason why is because they would purr away my Mega Taunt and then blind, sunburn, and daze my whole entire team. Meaning I wouldn't be able to land anything unless I nurr that away. And if I nurr that away, I won't be able to purr this Mega Taunt. So I need a game plan. They're all really slow. I'm almost tempted to use speed on Bombetta, just to make Bombetta faster than these guys. Then he could just put Mega Taunt back up, but I might just risk the biscuit. The only other option is to stamina drain them. Let me check. It's light on light, so I don't think we have to worry about Bomb losing like a ton of speed or a ton of life from a hit. $12.5. $14.395. $14.394. Are they serious? Alright, so how does that even play out? If Illume per extra turn me, the attacker will go before me and kill me. Yeah, I really think the only other option here is to bait. I'd really prefer... I think I'm just going to risk it, guys. Like, I'm almost like, I don't even remember the last time. I swear it's only been once ever since playing that Illume has per extra turned me. And if it happens, the only thing that happens is we lose Bombetta to this guy's attack. As far as I know. Yeah. So he didn't do it anyway. Saved me 3 monsters. More importantly, the honest to God, the reason why I didn't do it is because it saved me gold. Gold was the #1 thing I was worried about. They're pretty slow. I think I'm gonna go for the Noxious Demons first. He will get an extra turn. But we'll just punch him. Or try to put an extra torture on with Bombetta. But our accuracy is pretty flawed. I'm definitely going for the CDA here. There's no telling if either one of them can live. And Day, a lot of times, will just do a healing move. I seen in Wubby's video twice this happened where, Day's left alive and he just double healing did his thing. But he does actually have attack moves, and I don't want to risk those. Alright, so that could have technically been a place that would have hiccuped, and normally I would bait it, but we're already so deep in that, like I said, we would have just pulled as many nodes as possible. So 19.5, 18.7, without activating my Rune Guardian. Alright, first step, heal bomb. So we got a 19k. What node is this? 49? I'm just not sure if he would kill my Tabora in one hit, or because I could bring the triple Uriel Essence team on this node. Since my guys are technically slower, or we can begin with CDA. CDA trait disable curse, so we would let this guy punch my bomb. How would that play out? He punches bomb. Then Kodama goes and CDAs everyone. Then Tabora goes and trait disables everyone. Then this guy takes 2 turns. Then we poison and curse. We would risk losing bomb. The worst thing that would happen is I bring triple Uriel Essence team and this guy doesn't kill my Tabora, but instead CDA's Tabora to where Tabora can't trait disable. And then Quox or somebody kills my team. Then my team revives, and then this guy kills them. Yeah, so I think we're just going to change our runes. $19.5, 6.8, $19.5, 4.2. Talk about awkward. 32 and only 14, so it's 20. Ah, what an awkward ass node, man. And you can't bait it because this guy has stamina regen. This is where, if I just pay the Guardian, it's an easy node. Because then we're faster than both of these guys with Tabora and Kodama. If we put one team speed on Bombetta, we're probably faster than them too. And just try the triple Uriel's team. Alright, well, since I'm so gold broke, I'm going to try to avoid using the Guardian. Like I said before, the worst case that can happen here is this guy doesn't hit hard enough to kill our Tabora. I mean, he's level 230 with 19k strength. I'm really hoping he does hit hard enough to kill our Tabora. And then this team should work perfect. Let me check my moves. We got Curse, we got Revert, we got Air Traveler. I'm pretty rusty with this team, so I don't know that this guy's actually going to kill me. No, he didn't. So exactly what I didn't want to happen happened. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, the only thing that I can do is cry. I needed that dude to die. Yeah, I got nothing here, man. I got nothing. We're gonna CDA the attacker because I don't want to die, but Froma can still kill us. Yeah, this is rough. Okay, well, I'm going to take whatever I can get to try and get out of this, but it's not going to do much versus this Quack. Like, how does he get a turn? I still haven't died with Tabora, and Tabora's the monster that I need to get to the next damn node with. I'm just going to CDA this guy again. Yeah, that really sucked. I can get us to 54 AV? I don't fucking know. Alright, so we lost our Tabora, which is our main monster for beating all the day nodes, so I can only get us to the next node without Tabora because We don't have an answer today. I don't feel like spending gems though, since we don't have a Runed Guardian today. So we're just going to try to scrape out one more node, I think. We need a team speed holder here. Doesn't really matter who it is. Alright, so hopefully we find a way to kill the immune to control guy. Because I don't have a lot of answers here. We cannot stamina drain them because of Froma. And bomb is CDA'd, so that's one less torture I can stack. We will get another mask trigger, which doesn't really matter. I want to get dots on them as soon as possible. I can't do anything about Quack, though. That's the problem here. These other two are not immune to possession, but Froma gets to go. So yeah, I want to get Croc dead as fast as possible. I think we're losing bomb here as well. And I don't know why I just double missed two guys when I don't have anything on me. Quack is the problem. He's going to get 56 stamina and punch my lights out. I mean 112 stamina and punch my lights out. Holy shit, we didn't die. Alright, so stamina regen is out for that guy. If I possess, we're not really doing anything with it anyway. So I think I want to mega possess Froma. And then the denier is going to go twice in a row, so I want to CDA him. Maybe Froma can hook my bomb up. No, of course not. That's too much to ask for. Alright, so I think we're going to get a Jazzy Mask trigger, but it's not really enough to do anything, but it should drain Quacks. I just want to get their powers reduced. They're already dotted. We definitely not going for a punch. Okay, we should have went for a punch. Alright, so we're running out of ways to kill these guys. Kind of need to possess this guy and hope he deals with his own teammate instead of charge. Yeah. That seems like it's either that or we daze Navarius them all. and then poisoned with Kodama. Dude is poisoned and he's dazed. He will kill my bomb if we don't do the possession. It fucking missed anyway. Jesus Christ. Bye, bomb. Motherfucker. On alt too. This game fucking hates me. I'm not really sure this poison's enough. Nope. So had I not used the triple Uriel Essence team and I just used my main team and changed Kodama to be faster, we would have definitely beat this damn node. Now that's not the situation, so... Let me see how fast this guy is. 32. So we just need 16k monsters, but I don't think that's possible, really. Yeah, he's 18k. I don't think I can punch him. Yeah, that's it for me. This is the worst I've done in over a week. The past 3 days, we've got to 53 plus with no gems. Basically, that's just a rookie mistake from not knowing that if my team would die or not with Uriel's Essence and risking it and finding out that my worst nightmare is exactly what happened. It couldn't have went any worse. So that wraps up today's Gauntlet. Let's see, we got 8. So we got 240. 240 Stardust. Really rough day. Almost like half what we wanted to get. But that's just it, man. You got to take the good days with the bad days. So I will probably do another Gauntlet video again tomorrow because I'm not satisfied at all with tonight's video. Again, like I said, we could have just went with our main team and changed Kodama's speed and at least beat that node. We would have only risked losing bomb at worst case instead of losing our whole entire night because of Tabora going down on the triple Uriel and me not wanting to spend 10 gems. And we also could have easily beat it had we paid the Guardian, but we're too broke to be able to do that. So yeah, that's the corner that I'm backed into at the moment, is just gold. Gold's got me bottlenecked. I opened up all those new toys and we leveled them up. So yeah, it's just a rough situation to be in, but it's a cost we're going to pay. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming to watch me get my ass kicked tonight, and tune in tomorrow so that we can revenge our loss. Later.